Conjunctivitis refers to the inflammation of the conjunctiva and is mostly addressed as the pink eye. As mentioned earlier, bacterial conjunctivitis is said to be the most common infection and is caused by the Staphylococcus aureus, Haemophilus influenzae, and Streptococcus pneumoniae or Moraxella species. Then we have another variant which is known as the neonatal conjunctivitis. It is usually acquired from the infection in the mother's genital tract. You have to note down here that as it occurs in the genital tract, so generally it is originated from gonorrhea species, and that is why it is called as the gonococcal conjunctivitis. It is caused by the Neisseria gonorrhea, Chlamydia trachomatis, Escherichia coli, Staphylococcus aureus, or Haemophilus influenzae. In hospitals, if ocular equipment or drops are not adequately sterilized or restricted to a single use, infection with Pseudomonas aeruginosa may occur in these neonates. Infection is also associated with contaminated personal contact lenses cleaning equipment. Pseudomonas infection may be rapidly progressive, resulting in ocular perforation and the loss of vision. Bacterial conjunctivitis presents with hyperemic, red conjunctiva, and a profuse mucopurulent discharge. Conjunctival swabs and corneal scrapings are submitted for the laboratory examination. The diagnosis is confirmed by bacterial culture or nucleic acid amplification test, which is usually abbreviated as NAT, included for Chlamydia trachomatis. Now, how do you treat these patients? It is usually with local antibiotics, which include fusidic acid, tetracyclines, chloramphenicol, or fluoroquinolones. Like bacterial conjunctivitis, viral infections of the eye can cause inflammation of the conjunctiva and discharge from the eye. However, viral conjunctivitis tends to produce a discharge that is waterier than the thick discharge associated with the bacterial conjunctivitis. The infection is contagious and can easily spread from one eye to the other or to other individuals through contact with the eye discharge. Viral conjunctivitis is commonly associated with colds caused by adenoviruses. However, other viruses can also cause conjunctivitis. If the causative agent is uncertain, eye discharge can be tested to aid in the diagnosis. Now, how do you treat such kind of a viral conjunctivitis? Usually the antibiotic treatment of viral conjunctivitis is ineffective and symptoms usually resolve without treatment within a week or two. Okay guys, now I might have something for you that will be useful when you'll be observing a conjunctivitis patient in your residency or a clinic. You need to follow this protocol while diagnosing such patients to get a detailed review of the patient's condition. Now let's suppose you have a patient with suspected acute conjunctivitis. So you have to first of all clinically examine either the patient is suffering from blurred vision, pain, and photophobia, that is diminished vision when exposed to light. Now, if the patient has all these symptoms that we have over here, then you have to observe whether he or she is having a discharge or not. Once you're done with that, you have to examine whether the discharge is of hyperpurulent nature, mucopurulent nature, serous. Now, if the patient has a hyperpurulent discharge, that means we are suspecting a case of gonococcal conjunctivitis, which usually requires an urgent ophthalmology referral. On the other hand, if the patient has a mucopurulent discharge, we are suspecting, and most definitely the patient is suffering from bacterial conjunctivitis. If the discharge is serous in nature, then usually we have a case of viral conjunctivitis at hand. If the serous discharge is associated with itching, then the patient might be suffering from allergic conjunctivitis. Now, if the patient is suffering from blurred vision, pain, along with photophobia, always refer for an urgent ophthalmology consultation. On the other hand, if the patient has discharge and is not associated with itching, usually do refer the patient for an ophthalmology consultation because we have to rule out the other serious causes that can cause such kind of a discharge in the patients.